Hey guys, how are you doing today? So it is Tuesday night. I am trying to get this video put together for you to give you some updates and all the stuff that we've done this weekend and this week so far. We have been busy beavers. So this first part that we're going to see is Gary and Mary from Junk to Gems, Chance from Living by Chance, and Micah working on getting the rest of the power pole put onto the pole and secured so that we can get it inspected. And I didn't tell Micah right away that I already texted the electrician and scheduled him to come out tomorrow. So hopefully they get everything done. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty, we got Gary and Mary here from Junk to Gems helping us get our power pole put up.
It is done, y'all. We rocked it.
Right here. Yeah, let's go over here and check it out. Everybody else is back here smashing some food, trying to get out of the heat.
At least we got some cloud cover now.
Say hey, hey. Yeah, for real. All right.
But it figures the clouds don't come in until after we're done.
Of course. All right, Gary, you're going to have to explain what all y'all did because I don't know.
Okay. So they already had the pole set here. So they basically had the panel already set up. The wires for the bottom are already into the other bottom panel. So basically all I had to do was just reattach this pole, this panel the way it's supposed to be. So we had to modify it, cut some boards here to make it work right. And then run the wire up through the mast, put the rain head on there. Now all they've got left is just to put a couple of boards in there and a couple of more clamps on this pole and bolt this pole down. And
sweet.
We're rocking. Then they can get power, y'all, and that's a game changer.
Oh yeah, get that AC full time. That is what we need. We are super thankful we had someone that wishes to remain anonymous donate all the rest of the materials that we needed to get the pole up and to get the power run to the house. So we are super excited and thankful, and we cannot wait to show you guys when we have some power. Thanks to Gary and Mary and Chance out here helping us get the pole up. Everybody say hey, y'all. They're over there eating some grub. Mary's over there. The boys are eating, but we'll get you more updates as they come. Love y'all. All right, so I am here at Ace Hardware in Charleston. Actually, there's no hardware stores that have any kind of meter pole parts that are open in Booneville or Magazine or anywhere kind of near us. So this is the closest place. It's one of the only Ace Hardwares around here that's open on Sundays. So We appreciate you, Charleston Ace Hardware. I'm coming in here to get the last thing that we need so our pole is ready to be inspected. Hopefully tomorrow. I hope so. We'll see. All right, y'all. We are back. I'm back with the screws that we are not 100% sure if they're going to fit, but Mikey was busy straightening up the shed, getting the kids showered, got stuff pretty cleaned up and ready for the week. And we're going to try to put these last few screws in so this is ready to be inspected tomorrow.
Dad, did you wait for me because you said I can help you?
All right, Kieran's the screw holder. Too big? The guy at Ace was just kind of guessing because they didn't even have those bottom parts.
Daddy.
Hold on, Kieran. And so he was like, well, I think this is about what size you would need. So, fingers crossed that this is gonna work. We still have to put 2 more little pieces of board
Dad, you
and
can do it if it doesn't work.
no, maybe and some clamps to support
That one goes in.
the rest of this. Okay.
As it's supposed to, but that's the original one.
Which one's the original?
Kieran, stay over here.
Oh, that's the one that you had?
Yes.
How different does it look from the other ones?
Not much different.
Because I did get 2 different.
That's definitely not it.
The bigger one? Yeah, I definitely felt like the head is too big on those, but he
It's
was,
not the head, it's the screw.
oh. He tried to give me one that was even wider than those, and I was like, no, this is not right. All right, so when we were last here, we had 1 screw for this connector right here, but Daddy to the rescue. Whoop, if I can hold this right.
Captain, save a pole. Save a pole.
He went to Walmart and found some screws that would fit. And then today,
What today? What'd I do?
not you.
Oh.
What happened today?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Over my head. So today, you know, after a lot of hustling yesterday, Liz scheduled the inspection for the pole yesterday. But when she did that, we had to hurry up and figure out how to get this fastened down. Thankfully, Walmart had something that Daddy made work. And so the inspector said, good to go. So now the pole is pretty much ready. I have a couple more wooden blocks to put behind this upper piece of I guess it's PVC. I don't know. It looks like PVC.
Kind of.
Just to stabilize the pipe going up. And
Put the door back on here.
yeah, we'll do that. But we're good to go. So they're going to figure out when they can come out and drop the poles from our neighbor's pole. They have to drop 2 more poles to connect us here. And then once that's done, power's on. And now it's just a race to run from here to the house.
And we already have all the supplies that we need to do that.
Yeah.
And Gary from Junk to Gems is going to come out and help us do the rest of that as soon as they get this connected.
Yeah. So really, really good shape. So that's awesome. And you guys didn't see this. So all this stuff that was supplied to us to finish this setup, to finish the pole, and to run everything to the house, into the house, to the breaker box, and even another breaker box was supplied to us by an anonymous donor.
And insulation for the ceiling.
And they also bought us insulation so we could insulate the ceiling of the house. Because, you know, the house, the way Liz ordered it, it came with insulation, but it was that bubble wrap insulation. Just so you guys, if you guys do order a building and it says like electric, power, and whatever else, that insulation's trash. So, particularly here in Arkansas with that metal roof, it gets extremely hot, doesn't it, babe?
Yeah.
It gets toasted. So, our anonymous donor so graciously took care of the electric stuff for us. So we'll have power to the house shortly. And they got us insulation so that metal roof could stop shooting all that heat into our house. So we'll have that barrier. Fortunately, we have a large enough generator, which is a smart purchase. High five, baby. So we have a large enough generator that we can run the AC whenever we need for now until the pole is ready to go. Well, we're in really, really good shape. Don't you think, babe?
Yeah.
I think we're in really good shape. So I always say baby steps, we take it slow and steady, but it's really starting to come together. So we're really excited.
Yeah, super excited.
Absolutely.
So hopefully everyone enjoyed our live on Monday night. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go back and watch it. Leave a comment, like, and hope you guys have a great week. Bye, y'all. All right, so today we are working on getting some more of the insulation done in the ceiling and starting to paint the floor. So we kind of have everything from the end of the house that the shed is on kind of shoved towards the middle of the house, and we're starting on that end painting because the kitchen is the main area that I wanted to get painted, because with kids there's always spills and things, and I don't want a lot of stuff soaking into the floor. You know, Jeff had a big problem with his house with all the rain and it sitting and stuff, and the flooring having some big problems like around the door. So I know the floor is not super secure right now until we actually get flooring done. So we're wanting to at least put something to kind of seal it so we can sweep it better, even maybe mop it a little bit and keep it a little bit cleaner. So Michael came over from Jen and Wiley's and helped with a big chunk of insulation, which was amazing. That was super helpful. And then the kids were super helpful in their own kid way of getting the floor started painting. But I am definitely going to have to get several more gallons of paint because the floor definitely soaks the paint up. So it might be a multicolored floor, because I think I'm just going to go try to find whatever kind of clearance pre-mixed paint that's the wrong color, and get that and just go with whatever colors they have available. So we'll see what happens. We might have a multicolored floor, but as long as it's sealed, it won't matter because we're going to be putting flooring over eventually. So that's where we're at today. Here's how it looks.
We did that overnight.
We did, Micah and Kingsley and I did some last night, and now I have some big helpers over here who just helped me move everything that was over here, which was our whole kitchen area. And we're gonna finish doing this end, which is 1 here, 6 here, and then we'll put the 8th one right here. So this part will be done. And then we will be doing another project on this end of the house before we put stuff back. So
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Zai, what's up, buddy?
Hi.
Good job. Omi, were you helping paint? Let me see your sweet face. Hi. Lily, Kiki.
Hi.
What you doing?
I have a feeling they're gonna start painting on themselves here.
Hey, Michael. Michael is being a rock star and helping me with this insulation. I see you. Omi, what you doing? Are you painting?
I'm
Good
just doing
job. Zion, you're rolling.
this. I'm painting.
Ooh, I like that jumping method there, Zai. You are super speedy. Whoa, that was a big jump, Zai. Good job. Yeah, we gotta get a little more paint. Dip it in the paint bucket. Zai, get some more paint. Woo, careful. Okay, roll it where this little splash spot went. Spread it all out. Spread it all out.
Mommy, right here is dry
Good
already.
job. I know.
He's like,
I know.
he's
Do it
like,
like a frog.
what?
Say hi.
Hi.
So here is the flooring that we got painted so far. I really am liking the color so far. Now, although it's not going to be permanent, I'm just trying to find a color that would kind of not show the clay and the dirt so much. So we'll see how that goes. And also, look how awesome this looks with all this insulation up over here. I can already feel a difference in the heat in the house, even with just half the insulation done. So I'm super thankful. Hey guys, so I'm here at Mercy Hospital with Kingsley, getting his spider bite looked at again to get some wound care. All right, I am back. Fortunately, that was a very quick in and out visit for Kingsley. The doctor said that to just kind of refrain from trying to squeeze it anymore, because there was a lot of stuff coming out of it. And it seems natural that you would try to get that out. But apparently, because it's already kind of agitated, that it's best to just leave it alone, keep it clean, cover it with a Band-Aid while it's open, finish the antibiotics, and then kind of see, you know, if everything is looking okay when the antibiotics are over. So that's kind of where we're at. I think his pain level is down some. So we'll see how it goes another 48 hours or so without messing it with it or squeezing it or anything. So we'll see how it goes, but he's in good spirits. He's a tough kid, and you know, I'm glad that we got it checked out and made sure that everything was fine, just to make sure there's going to be no long-term issues. So yeah, don't mind all of this. I am sweaty, hot, exhausted. Worked on the insulation after was at work all day. Work is very hot because we're in a factory and they don't actually have like air on the lines. They have fans that blow around hot air. And then I work on a line that has a lot of robots and machines that are putting off a lot of heat. So it is quite hot and it's been very draining, honestly, working. Fortunately, on my shift, I'm leaving right as we're getting to the hottest part of the day, and I can feel the temperature going up in the factory as I'm leaving. So I really feel for the shift that comes after me. But once I get on third, hopefully it will be a bit cooler in there, and I'll get paid a little bit more. So I'm honestly just waiting on them. I'm not sure when I'm going to third, and I'm honestly just leaving it alone at this point because I feel like I am exasperating the situation by trying to press for an answer, and I'm not one of the favorites, you know, on my shift, so there's really no point of me saying anything else at this point. So, but I didn't tell Micah that I was gonna kind of go into this in this video, but it's really been on both of our hearts, and we promised that we were going to be vulnerable and raw and honest, so this is just part of it. But part of that being because it took like 6 to 8 weeks for him to get a local job. So any of you that live paycheck to paycheck, you know that if you miss 6 to 8 weeks of a paycheck, like, that hurts. On top of, you know, the extra expenses of everything that we're doing right now, and all that has been beyond tight. It's been a juggle of what's gonna get paid this week, every week. So we're really praying and considering if Micah needs to go back on the road and take another contract, just to keep our heads above water at this point. Really the only other option would be like both of us getting a second job, and we already are stretched so thin as it is. We both work 40 hours a week. I mean, I think it's kind of ridiculous that two parents can work full time and we have minimal, you know, daycare payments, because thanks to, you know, Jen's daughter helping us out, yes, we do pay her, but it's definitely not the same as what we would have to pay at daycare or whatever. You know, even with that, like, we're really not making it. and it's just crazy that, you know, you have a 2-income household that doesn't even really scrape you by. So we're just trying to figure out what makes the most sense for us for the next step. And, you know, because we still have a lot to do on our build and on the farm, and, you know, there's nothing coming in towards that from us, because everything we have coming in just pays bills and doesn't really cover that. So I was sitting there trying to think, like, what could we change? What could we cut out? What could we, whatever, to try to somehow, like, make this work and, you know, not have to get a second job, or Micah not leave, or whatever. And, like, the only thing that really would make it doable is if, like, we didn't have the shed payment every month, but we still have 4.5 years of payments on it. There's no way. One, you know, we can pay extra towards it each month if we had it to go towards the principal, but we don't. I mean, I've paid it late, I think the last 2 months. So, like, we don't have the extra, but you know, because our big payments are really only the land and the shed. We don't have car payments. Our cars are, you know, our vehicles are paid for. We don't have any kind of frivolous expenses. We have a minimal food budget, you know. So, and then yes, getting the power will help slightly with lowering our expenses because we won't have to power the generator. But honestly, we don't run it that much. We probably only pay about maybe around $200-$250 a month for gas max for the generator. And you know, I'm hoping the power won't be that high, but you know, soon we'll have the water bill too, and then we really need the fiber for, you know, YouTube, and if I'm able to get a work from home job, you know. But that's going to be a maybe because at this point it pays a little bit less than what I'm making. So we might have to just wait on the fiber until, you know, we get some other stuff done. So I'm going to be honest, I've been really, really stressed about it the last few days. And I've been trying to remember that we're supposed to be anxious for nothing. And there's a plan for everything. But it's hard when all you're looking at is those late fees and that behind stuff, and you know, what are we gonna pay this week, and at the same time, like, being thankful for what we have and where we're at and what we've gotten done, and you know, and not seem like we're ungrateful for how far that we've come and how much that has been blessed to us. Even especially, you know, lately, all the supplies for the power pole and the insulation and, you know, the help to get all that situated, that is such a blessing. So I feel bad that I'm stressed about our finances because we have been blessed so much lately. But at the same time, it is encouraging that, you know, I really feel like we will figure it out. We will somehow push through it, and you know, and we'll get caught up and we'll get back on track, and you know, things will get easier. I know that they will. They're going to. It's just hard to wait for an answer, or wait for things to change, or wait for my job to put me on the shift that I need to be on, or you know, so it can be discouraging. I am trying very hard to not be discouraged and to keep a positive attitude about it. But with the heat at work, everyone at work has been super irritable, and work has been extremely stressful lately. And then I struggle with being irritable and stressed at home with the kids. And so it's just kind of a hard time right now. But you know what? I don't want to try to hide that part of it, because that's part of us. That's part of our journey. That's part of what's going on with us. And you know, that's just part of us being vulnerable. And it's hard to talk about the hard things, but you know, avoiding them is not the answer either. So my heart is full and grateful for all the blessings that we've gotten the last couple weeks. Like, I sometimes just, my eyes just well up with tears and gratitude as I just think about how blessed we have been. And then I'm reminded that, like, you know, if God could do that just when you needed it, you know, and you knew you didn't have the money for it, and you didn't have it figured out, and you didn't know how it was going to work out, like, well, who's to say that, like, God's not going to keep taking care of you, keep meeting your needs, and keep providing what you need, you know? I know that we're not doing anything, you know, exuberant or unnecessarily or anything of the sort, you know? I know that we're managing what we have to the best of our ability, and we're both working hard, and we're working hard to be good parents and good to each other, and that's all that matters, you know? So I don't want to end on like a dreary note. So on a positive note, I almost forgot to say this. When I got home from work, I was running around getting the kids a snack, making some Kool-Aid, getting Michael started on insulation and getting the paint stuff together. And there's a knock on the door. Well, not even a knock because the door was open, but they were like, hello, we're here with the electric company. And I was like, what? Hello? And it was the people that are going to clear the right-of-way for the trucks to come in for setting the poles and running the lines and everything. And I walked them through where I thought would probably be a good spot for them to come in, because that's where we had like a tractor and a bush hog come in before. So I had already kind of cleared it a little bit. And he was like, yeah, this is perfect. I just have to clear this opening a little bit more, you know, and we'll be able to get right through here. So that's super exciting. They're coming in the morning. And yeah, so let's end on that positive note that they're coming to clear the right of way tomorrow, and they said they'll turn it in right away as soon as they're done, and maybe they'll come work on the rest of it tomorrow. I'm not going to hold my breath because I know Thursday's a holiday, and that just throws off everything. So I'm not going to hold my breath that anything's going to get done this week, but if it did, whoo-wee, I will be so excited. I'm going to be excited if it gets done next week. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But things are looking good. I'm super excited. And tomorrow's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good week. Everything's going to work out. I know it will. It's just hard to not know the details. But I will soon, I'm sure. Thanks. If you've watched my ramblings this far, thank you. We love you. Have a great night.